Today, I want to talk to you guys about strength, if I may. Strength. And before I start on this, I'll tell you how I got to the conclusion of why I needed to do the video today and what led me, series of events that led me to this place to talk to you guys. And I told you guys, obviously I got word, but I don't just do videos just to do them, just to hear myself talk or for you to see me talk about something. Because this is important. And this is about, I use the word salvation, but that salvation is your ability to see a new day. And that's why, I'm waiting every day for this, folks. I try to give you guys examples of the pain that some of you perceive and some of you don't, where you walk through your days in society and you don't understand that you're in a rat race, and maybe you do, but you enjoy that. You enjoy the idea of being suppressed because you just don't know what else to do. But if you look to the Most High, Source Creator, whose name is Vishnu, who has many names, folks. But I don't like getting caught up in the names at this point because he's greater than names, folks. Okay, he's the creator of the universe. I try to make you guys understand that you breathe in air and you're susceptible to, to anything that the air wants you to be susceptible to, the holder of that air. The ground you stand on, and I give you many examples throughout this time of us talking about all of these things that are physical that can tangibly take your ass off this plane of existence, because that's all a planet is. It's a plane net, folks. It's a plane of existence. So what led me to this place today? And this is a crazy story, interesting, but I was working on some things, technical things. I'm talking about things of society that were stressing me out terribly because I had to get that situated. And it bothers me every day greatly that I stand next to the sun every day and I learn and in family of the heavens every day and the ground I stand on every day and the provider of my air every day. And I give thanks to the Most High Vishnu, Source Creator, for that. But I know him, folks, and I know him on this level, and I'm still subject to the pain and suffering. And I guess that's the lesson. And I'm realizing that I'm walking in this to see it and experience it so I know what I'm looking at. I know why it's happening and everything. I have a full understanding. And the best of us feel pain. But when you don't feel the pain, folks, you're not grabbing that you're part of that problem. You're watching other people feel pain and you reason that, it ain't me, it's not my problem, and that's called being self-serving. Now, you can be self-serving if you wish. That is your free will choice. But remember, when it's time to move forward and go into something better, you don't deserve to be in that place. Do you understand? Because you don't hold that. You don't have judgment of where you should be, folks. You don't have power over that's what I'm saying. Right? So I sat there stressed out working on this stuff and this technical stuff, not stuff for God, for the Most High, but stuff that I have to situate in this society on a day to day, the rat race stuff. And it was stressing me out terribly. And I was like, man. So I went to the bathroom and, I'm leaving the bathroom. And so I hear this noise like a little buzz, like, hey. And that's how it sounded to me. It was a buzz, but it really sounded like, hey. So I'm looking around, I look up, and right above me on the ledge of the wall is a little, those little bugs that get in your house. They're not June bugs, but they're like I forget the name of them. Locust kind of bugs, and they're everywhere all the time during certain seasons. But this bug was sitting on the wall. So automatically I knew it was the nature goddess, and I laughed because of the peculiar behavior, the way the bug was acting. The bug was walking on the wall. And once I guess it was there, but I didn't notice. But then I heard that buzz. And so I'm looking and I see him and he's sitting on the wall. So then he starts walking. So then I said, hey. And so then the bug stops. And so then the bug actually raises up on the wall and looks me right in my eyes. Now you have to understand something, folks, in real time. This is a bug or insect on the wall doing very peculiar shit. This is my day. I told you it's like Disney or some shit. But the bug, literally is, they're able to hold on to the wall, and as he's latched to the wall, he raises up his upper body and looks me right in my face, and we're looking eye to eye. And I'm looking at this little face looking me in my eyes, and I can see his eyes, and we're right there with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like he's giving me his attention. And so then I say, well, I guess you know about all of the stuff that I've been dealing with today and this foolishness in this day to day. And I know you see me suffering and all this bullshit in the world. And I'm tired of it. Oh, I'm tired of it. But see, the bug understood that, but he was there to remind me something. And then I said, I thank the bug for that, because the nature God has sent the bug to give me that reminder. The reason why I'm doing this video is to follow up something that I said in the last video, because I realized that when I talked about these animals, these bugs, these animals that will migrate and end up on the properties of these rich people, I left out the part of what could happen, because I forgot I'm dealing with fucking demoniacs and devils and ignorant people. So because these bugs will show up at the hand of the Most High, right? Because these bugs will show up in these homes, then they're subject to extermination. And the animals who show up will be subject to things happening to them. And it's the will of the Most High, but they are. In the case of that, I realized that. And I'm going to add something to this thing I said. And that's why the bug was there to remind me to do that, right? And I thank you, great one. The animals. For every bug that is harmed, for instance, because the roaches are not, you have no power over why the roaches are there, and this is your wrath, then you are directly saying that you're opposing the wrath that's being handed to you. And this is another example of strength, right? Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about strength now. We talk about these issuances. We're not talking about examples. You've seen too many of those. In this example, you're going to get these locusts and bugs and everything. You're going to get these critters, right? And they're doing what they're instructed to do. So they're going to show up in your places where you reside at, because this is your punishment, because you're wicked. You understand? Now you're challenging a hand that's greater than you, but go ahead. Now you're going to exterminate these bugs, and for every bug that you exterminate, for instance, you kill one roach, you kill one cricket. For every cricket you kill, you will get 10,000 multiplied by that one cricket in a short amount of time. For each cricket you kill, so for every time you murder something, it will come directly back to you, and you will deal with a multitude or tripling of that thing that you kill, and it will dwell in that place even harder. That goes for the animals too, right? Every time that you kill an animal, you will suffer a severe consequence in the world society by way of a great storm or something, some harassing scenario, right? Because Mother Earth holds the ground you stand on, right? So because you don't value the animals, because you're self-serving, right? We're going to do this, and I want to add that just to make you understand the fullness of the consequence. Because see, you could laugh at the fact that the locusts and the bugs come to your home, and you can say, well, we'll kill them. But there's a consequence to show you that you're not fighting the Most High. You can't get around his wrath. And so just to show you, to hold you to that fucking wrath so that you will get your fucking teeth knocked out, because you're going to step up to get your fucking teeth knocked out. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm in great anticipation of your foolishness, because you've always been foolish. But you're going to step up and you're going to exterminate these bugs. And for every bug that you kill, no matter what bug species type it is, you will get a multipliance of 10,000 extra bugs for each bug. And because the heavens are taking full account of all the bugs you kill, right? Because the nature God is the bugs. Then every bug you kill, it will literally register, and you will literally account for that bug. You will not get away with it. Your dumb ass may forget about the bugs you kill, but you will get those 10,000 for each bug. So if you kill 1,000,000 bugs, you do the math. And it will keep going like that. This will not stop. I told you these storms will not stop. You are not greater than the hands that bring you this wrath, folks. Why are they bringing it? Because the Most High Source Creator is bringing justice and wrath. He's doing away with all these fucking fools. You understand me? Right? So that's why that I saw that bug today. And that's what gave me the remembrance of what I was supposed to be talking about that. If you harm a bug, you're going to be brought more harm to yourself. And that's just, you just deal with it. Right? Take the challenge. But I went outside and I saw a bird. And the bird, once again, these sparrows come up to me and they tell me stuff. And the bird wanted me to do the video because I was going to wait, right, for the next time. But then this bird let me know. And based on what just happened, I said, I got to talk about this. I got to bring this out. Maybe I didn't articulate it better. And maybe I need to do that. Maybe I'll go back and look at the last video or something or what I talked about. But I need to bring something out here. The pain, right? And show you about strength, right? So you're going to get that. And it was something else. It was something great too. I know it was something that was really weighing on me that I need to talk about. And it escapes me at this moment, right? And I know, this is off the cuff, folks, and y'all just gotta bear with me. This just happened just a few moments ago. So I'm just dealing with this. But it was something else, and it was in relative to all of the stuff that's going on in fear, right? And I want you guys to understand, and maybe that thing will pop up in my mind in a minute, and Lord, you can touch me to do that. But when you talk about, but I can get to the good mechanics of this, this will be good for that. When you talk about fear, right, and the way that man is living, man is doing everything based on his fear, folks. Fear is a low-level emotion. Fear is a low-level energy, folks, right? And so you have to understand that there's a climate of uncertainty and all of these things and doubt and all of these low-level things that people feel in their hearts as they go about their day-to-day in this rat race, and it's stressful. Because that's why I was stressed. You just think about that. I get the great blessing that I get, and then I have to deal with some fool who thinks that, they got their chest stuck out and think they run something when I know the hand that gives them air. And it's like I have to be humble. I have to be humble because I have to wait for God to bring this punch, this strength that motherfuckers will get, right? That's what it was. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Someone, and I talked about this in another video, and I didn't follow up completely on that, but I'll use this time to do that. And I talk about the strength of the chariots, right? And I gave you guys examples of, you speak on the chariots and you can find them biblically, and a lot of you know what they're about, and some of you don't, and some of you have your conspiracy theories and whatever. But you're talking about the same thing. You're talking about something that's greater than you, right? Now I ask you, have you ever seen a chariot destroy anything? Have you ever seen a chariot destroy a demon? Have you ever seen a chariot swoop down with the energy and light of God and zap out a demon? Have you ever seen that? I have. See, I'm on detail, right? Well, I'm not on detail, but I'm being detailed, right? And in the early times of my life, I've experienced many things and seen many things, folks. That's why I know the strength of the Most High, right? But as soon as the word is given, your ass is grass, no pun intended, right? But that's the case, folks. Your ass will literally be grass in this situation when the time comes, right? Now, why is that happening? If you're dumb, you're going, this shouldn't happen, because you think somehow that you have more fucking common sense than the Most High himself, who knows why he created you and knows what your purpose of your life. And you don't know that. So if he's watching you destroy and pillage and harm and do everything other than serve the purposes that he created for you in your life, then you need to be taken out. And you're not greater than his decisions to do that or not. And if you put your trust in the motherfuckers that put their chests out, that think they're greater, watch them get their fucking chest caved in. I said this, right? And no, this video isn't going to be about that in particular, right? But I just wanted to know that. Have y'all ever seen the strength of a chariot? Do you know what a chariot can do? Do you understand that the energy that we're talking about is energy of the Most High? Do you understand that the light that flows through the great sun, honor great one, the light that flows through him is the light of God, of the Most High himself, right? It's powerful light. Now, when you think about the sun being in service to the Most High, when you think about the light of the Most High, oh my goodness. Right? He is greatness, folks. Okay? He is greatness to an extreme that's unmeasurable. And I tell you that because I want you to fear him, because I want you to understand he is the true strength. That's why at the last minute, when you realize how strong he is and there's nothing you can do about it, you know, your fate is in his hands. It's always been in his hands. And you'll realize that, right? And that'll be tragic for you because you could have done so much. You could have changed so much. And that's who I'm trying to reach, folks. People come on and put on scriptures and do things, and I appreciate y'all's vigor for the Most High and stuff. But I want y'all to think about what time is this right now? Are y'all applying this to wrath? If y'all are calm and serene about it and y'all are giving him praise every day, that's fine. But what I want you to understand is that I bring up in this time, I bring up Vishnu for a reason, folks. You guys have many names that you understand, and the purpose of challenging you is throwing a name out there that I know that is the great hand that shows you the greatness. And when you challenge his name and you challenge who he is, you get your answer, folks. That's why I put the challenge out to you. So you can see that I know what time it is. And if you don't get it, then it doesn't really matter because you'll never see my face again. And this is going forward, folks. The most important aspect of this all is for you to grab him, right? But if your egos don't allow you to understand his true nature, then you will never get his signs, folks. You are not greater than the sun, and the sun does not have to give you sunlight. But since the sun is my family, right? And the sun decides to look out for me, then that's fair, isn't it? Just like you guys live in a world where the demons look out for you in certain ways, and that's fair, right? So when that's done away with, this is all fair. Everything is fair. You've heard that before, right? I want you guys to really see this stuff. I don't come out here and talk to you or come and do these videos, what I'm saying, for just to do it, right? I was touched to do that today, and I thought about that. The strength. What is strength, right? Strength is not being able to control a weather situation that is cataclysmic. If the air quality stopped today, you would drop dead. If it got too hot today, you would drop dead. If it got too cold today, you would drop dead. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If the ground opened up, you would drop dead. If a volcano came, you would drop dead. If an asteroid, which all of these things I have spoken on, and I told you that these are the heavens doing this. And there was a video that I think they took down one time, and they'll never do that again because hey, we're in this time, let's go. But there was a video, and I was talking to you guys about that giant heavenly body that passed by the earth, and everybody tried to act like they didn't see it. And it was the big elephant in the room. And I told you that was the heavens. See, I'm blessed because I'm privy to know that actually, folks, the technicals, when you guys get the technicals, it's going to be a nightmare because you never realized that it was in your face all along, folks. When the curtain is pulled back, you see the reality, folks. God's science is the reality. Okay? And you're going to see some things. You know? So I'll do a more in-depth video coming up. I was touched to do that, you know, and that actually happened just now, right? Where I was motivated to bring that part up about harming the animals because that was really the most important thing I was doing today. This PSA, if you will, you know, when you harm the bugs of any one of the bugs, any species, any type, when you find that spider in your house and you bust his head open, because I don't like that. I'm still pissed off from back in the day with the other shit. If you harm one of these insects, for every insect you harm in these situations, because see, these rich people, they're maggots and flies and roaches just like the roaches are. You understand what I'm saying to you? You guys don't see that though. So they're in good company with the roaches. The roaches have no problem migrating to their homes and eating off their food. They have all the food anyway, and y'all don't see that. Now, the hand of the Most High is doing this. If you have a problem, you're questioning him. His name is Vishnu. If you have a problem, go out, sit up in your bed, go to sleep, do whatever you want to do, because he is the force. He is the power that holds the ground you stand on. So when the ground opens up on your ass, you just deal with the power. Nobody's playing, man. Right? We'll be talking next video, folks, and I'll get it together. And I just stopped to do that, you know, and I was reminded to do that. And that really was just a message for the people I'm sending this video to. You know who you are. No games. We'll be talking soon, y'all.